As a city of gold in the desert, Dubai has attracted more and more people to come here to work, live, invest and build wealth. Dubai is a country of Islamic religion. In the past, if non-Muslims pass away, their properties, titles or even custody of their children in Dubai will be handled according to the Sharia law, which may bring confusion and inconvenience to expats who live here. The DIFC Wills Probate Registry, as a solution, is established to provide non-Muslims with assets or children in Dubai with the option to choose the DIFC course through which to enforce their inheritance wishes as an alternative to other judiciary routes. Its function is to obtain judgment faster, avoid disputes, save time, energy, and counsel fees for beneficiaries. The DIFC Wills Probate Registry is a public entity of the Dubai government and an auxiliary body of the DIFC's Dispute Resolution Authority. Its establishment reflects UAE's respect for diversity culture, enhances Dubai's attractiveness as a destination for investment, and supports greater economic growth, stability and prosperity.
Is the procedure and cost complicated, or is it expensive?
Well, it depends on, it's very expensive if you don't have a will, because in terms of if you don't have a will, either your assets are going to be distributed in a way that you don't want, or you're going to have to go through additional expensive and lengthy legal procedures at the Dubai courts to try to get your alternative wishes. So there's a lot of cost consequences if you don't have a will. So we do provide, so there are costs with registering with us. We would say those costs relative to the value and the peace of mind that you get are pretty small. But to manage those costs, what we've also put in place is a scheme with all the leading banks here in Dubai where the registration fees can be covered on easy payment plans. So 0% easy payment plans. So when people come in, they want to register a will, or they've made the decision to register a will, and they're saying, well, I know I need to get a will, but this month I've got so many other expenditure happening, so many other things to buy, I've got the school fees, I'm going to go back on holiday. This month it seems a little bit too expensive, I don't have the spare money. To get over that, even though the individual knows they need to have a will, these easy payment plans do provide a way in which people can spread the cost of the registration fee, in some cases for up to 12 months at 0% interest. So we are very conscious that, we try to meet, the cost considerations and concerns that families will have in getting their will done.
And what about the procedure? Is it complicated? Do people need a lawyer?
There's two options. So if you've got a full will, or a will that's going to be quite complicated in terms of the arrangements, you really ought to go to an external law firm and they will draft the will for you. Now, to make that easy, on our website there's a list of lawyers, giving contact details, lawyers that have been approved by us who meet basic standards in terms of being able to draft wills that will be registrable and meet people's needs. So option one, go to an external law firm, and we have a list on our website. They will draft the will for you. Option two is, as I mentioned before, on our website we have these online templates that you can just go on, you can complete the will, online, and that's your alternative. That way you don't actually have to get a law firm to actually draft it for you. It's simpler, it's quick, it's easy, and it's very cost effective. The only limitation, of course, is that those wills, the property will and the free zone company will, is just limited to those single class of assets. So the first question you need to ask yourself, do I have more than just real estate property? Do I have more than just company shares? If you do, then you really need to look at a full will to put in place. So it's quite easy, really, I think so.
So far, how many people have already registered a will with WPR?
We've had over 2,600 wills registered so far since we started in May 2015. Last month we had 161 wills registered last month. So far this month, and we've only less than halfway through, we've had about 90 wills registered. So that's a fairly standard amount. It's around about 150 to 160 per month is what we're currently getting. But it is increasing. You know, as people become more aware of the service we provide, then more and more wills are getting registered. We get inquiries every day. We have a fantastic website which has a lot of, most people's questions are answered on that website. It's very easy to use, so we always direct people to go there. And as I said, there's a list of lawyers with contact details. So if people need to, talk to a lawyer, we just make it very, very easy. So yes, 2,600 and growing.
How are you making wills more accessible to people here? You know, people here are very, they speak different language, they have different cultures. How are you making it easier?
At the moment we operate in the English language. The wills are drafted in English. When it comes to when people sadly pass away, the court orders that are issued by the DIFC courts to give effect to the will, those are issued in both English and in Arabic. At the moment we don't have a registration service that caters for other languages, although that's certainly something that we're looking at, and in particular in relation to China, we're also looking specifically at whether we could have will registrations also conducted in Chinese. So again, we are listening to what the community is saying, and some of that community is saying, could we do will registrations not only in English but in other languages as well? And so we're certainly there. Ultimately, we are a government service, so we're not a private enterprise, we're a government service. And it's a government service being set up by the government specifically to attract inward investment. So looking at this very, on a global perspective, how competitive it is to pull in inward investment. You've got to compete. We are part of making Dubai an attractive place to invest in, and the service we offer provides security that people are looking for. If our service needs to cater for other people's languages, then certainly that's something that we will do. We're here to meet people's needs at the end of the day.